Every organisation who builds a website has at least one goal in mind for it. For an e-commerce business selling sports equipment, its goal is to generate product sales. For an agency offering design and consultation services to other businesses, its goal is to generate interest and ultimately leads. Or for a government, the goal should be to provide access to accurate information and systems for citizens. So, every website has goals, and when a goal is met, that's generally what's called a conversion. The more conversions a business generates, the more revenue it generates. When users first visit your website, it's a critical time in the sales journey. Their experiences here, good or bad, will impact the chances they'll generate a conversion. Unfortunately, this first load is also an uncached one, so every asset must be downloaded by the browser in full. This means the user is experiencing your website load for the first time under the worst possible conditions. Therefore, good performance is paramount at this point, as it directly impacts the discovery of your goods and services, whether by users themselves or by search and social crawlers which index content for users. So, if the hero images don't display fast enough, if the page is constantly jumping around as elements are loaded in, if call to action buttons aren't interactive when the user first clicks, then critical product information may be missed and conversion opportunities will be lost. With this in mind, moving beyond the first load, according to AdRoll, only 2% of users convert on the first visit. This means it's important that on repeat visits, the loading experience is even faster now browser niceties like cache and service workers are at our disposal. According to a report by Akamai Technologies, 50% of users experience slowdown on websites during high traffic events such as Black Friday, with 82% unable to access the website as a result. They found that 50% of users will abandon the website for a competitor if speed problems are encountered, and 1 in 5 won't return. In 2014, Radware conducted research into the effects of negative web performance on the user from a neurological perspective, utilising eye tracking and EEG technologies to gauge stress levels. Users were asked to complete tasks, unaware that some were on a fast connection and others a throttled, slower connection. This resulted in users on the faster connections engaging more with the content. Slowness affecting the user's entire perception of the brand, even aspects unrelated to load times like the quality of the content, the visual design, and the ease of navigation. Overall, it's clear if a website loads fast and is responsive to user input across a variety of device types and network conditions, it provides a reliable, positive user experience which lets users focus on what they came here to do, without the website getting in the way. This sets you apart, giving you a competitive advantage over other businesses. So, how much does a business stand to gain by improving web performance? It's difficult to say, but Google does provide a handy little tool which can estimate the potential gain in additional annual revenue. For example, if I have a website which takes 11 seconds to load, with 600,000 average monthly visitors, a conversion rate of 3%, and an average order value of, say, $150, Google estimates I stand to make over $1 million additional dollars more in annual revenue by reducing load times by just 3 seconds. Other businesses have seen similar results after improving web performance. Ancestry.com saw a 7% increase in conversions after improving render times by 68%, page weight by 46%, and load time by 64%. While Staples reduced median homepage load time by 1 second and reduced load time for the 98th percentile by 6 seconds. As a result, they saw a 10% increase in their conversion rate. Meanwhile, AliExpress reduced load times by 36% and saw a 10.5% increase in orders and a 27% increase in conversions for new customers. And finally, Radins.com improved their speed index by 51% for their desktop experience and saw a significant increase in conversions, 12%, and a drop in the bounce rate, 25%. So, the relationship between web performance and site performance is pretty clear. The faster your website, the more revenue you can expect to generate. Brilliant!